Continuing, the word upon, when used in the preceding text, is taken from the word ah, which means above or over. This means that the craft is hovering in the air over the tabernacle for as much as a year at a time. When it ascends higher and flies off, they follow it. Like I told you before, or like I stated before, I don't have a computer in front of me. Just my lot, my cross I'm bearing. So I can't look up a lot of this stuff. So like I said, you gotta, basically, a lot of the brothers that's in the truth, they already know how to, eat the meat and spit out the bones. So like I said, you're gonna have to do your own diligent search on what he's saying. Because like I said, and I would suggest it because if he's using the word malak to mean the angels when malak actually means king, then he's off a little bit. Like I said the only reason why I'm really reading the book is because, like I said, spiritually he's talking about and kind of confirming what the elders and apostles already done been stated for years. Um, which means above this means that the craft is hovering in the air over the tabernacle for as much as a year at a time. When it ascends higher and flies off, they follow it. Takeoff and landing cloud. Um, I guess this is Numbers 10, verse 11. And it came to pass on the 20th day of the second month, in the second year, that the cloud was taken up from off the tabernacle of the testimony. Verse 12. And the children of Israel took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran, a pattern of moving from place to place that goes on for 40 years following the ascending and descending craft. Yahweh hovers over. Um, Numbers 10 and 34. And the cloud of Yahweh was upon them by day, and when they went out of camp. Deuteronomy, aerial guidance. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 33. Who went in the way before you to search you out a place to pitch your tents in, and fire by night to show you by what way ye should go, and a cloud by day. It is pointed out that Yahweh scouted the area before the people in the flying vehicle to find a place to camp, a mountain aglow. Deuteronomy 4 and 11. And ye came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned, it's like a mountain burned with fire onto the midst of heaven, with darkness, clouds, and thick darkness. In the immediate vicinity of the glowing mountain, in a group of solid flying objects, the mountain was glowing so brightly it lit up the whole sky. Fire of the cloud. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 22. These words the Lord spake unto all your assembly in the mount out of the midst of the fire, of the cloud, and of the thick darkness, with a great voice, and he added no more. And he wrote them in 2 tables of stone, and delivered unto me. Yahweh spoke to the assembly from the glowing and solid object. First Kings, a little cloud. First Kings chapter 18, verse 44. And it came to pass at the seventh time that he said, Behold, there ariseth a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand. And he said, Go up, say unto Ahab, Prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, that the rain stop thee not. Second Chronicles, obtrusive splendor. Second Chronicles chapter 5, verse 13. It came It came even to pass, as the trumpeters and singers were as one, to make one sound to be heard, and praising and thanking Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And when they lifted up their voice with the trumpets and cymbals and instruments of music, and praised the Lord, saying, For he is good, for he is for his mercy endureth forever, that then the house was filled with a cloud, even the house of the Lord. Verse 14. So the priest could not stand to minister by reason of the cloud, for the glory of Yahweh had filled the house of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Job, gold cloaks the throne. Job 26 and 9. He holdeth back the face of his throne, and spreadeth his cloud upon it. Gold cloaks the throne and spans his dark object, holdeth back, covering secrecy. Shining clouds. Job 37 and 15. Dost thou know when Yahweh disposed them and caused the light of his cloud to shine? How does Yahweh make his cloud shine? Psalms. Elohim's power in the sky. Psalm 68 and 34. And that's deep because Psalm 68 and 17 talks about the chariots. Ascribe ye strength unto Yahweh. His excellency is over Israel, and his strength is in the clouds.